want to just do a quick little video here showing you when you get a new sprayer, a few things you need to check out before you start operation with the unit. So whether you got a trailer sprayer or an ATV or a spot sprayer, basically follow your assembly instructions, and once you have it assembled, one of the first things you want to do is hook up straps, make sure the unit's secure or bolted down tight to a trailer. Double check all your connections, make sure things are secure, your connections with your hoses, the clamps are all in good functioning order, and everything should be ready to go. We'll plug the unit in the back here, and then you'll have it all ready to go. Then you'll have power to here. You'll have your toggle switch, which is connected to your cord and plugged in. First thing you do is we already put some water in here. So put some just plain water just to test it and make sure all the fittings, there's no leaks in the system. So I got water plumbed into it. So I turn, make sure all my valves are off. Hit the button, pump should come on, then shut off. Okay? That means it's pressurized. Now I can look around for leaks. Now you'll get a little flicker with it, which is fine. You'll have that. The pump is continually pressured, and you have some bypass pressure there. Look around. It looks like all my connections are good. Now I want to test and make sure everything's working functionally. First I'll start out with my spray gun. Looks like I got a little drip here. Just tighten this right here. And that stopped that drip. Now I hit the trigger and spray it. I can adjust my pressure. As you can see right now, I'm running about 30 psi on the spray gun. Okay, now the spray gun can be adjusted in your spray pattern from a full jet, which is spray about 18 feet, or I can pull it back, tighten it up into a mist. So depending on where I want to spray, if I want to have a mist on it, or if I want a jet stream, I can adjust it here at the tip. Okay, the gun seems to be functioning fine. Next step is check my booms. Alright, on our particular manifold, we have the bypass. It returns back to the tank. We're adjusting the pressure, and then I set this up on a special boom, similar to our 10-foot boom, but I added an extra nozzle here to show you the different tip styles. First thing you want to do is turn on your wheel. These are deflector tips. This one here is a span tip. What I want to do now is adjust my pressure. So by opening the bypass, letting some water by, I bring it down to about 30 psi, 25-30 psi. Everything seems to function fine. I control my boom with my on-off switch on my switch, or on my power cord. First thing, after you have it all assembled, you need to set your boom height. Roughly you want it about 18 to 20 inches off from the top of the grass surfaces. So my grass, I'm thinking, is going to be about 4 inches. So it puts it right there at 24 inches. So I'm 20 inches, between 18 and 20 inches away from my grass. So I get good coverage across. And I get full expansion of my pattern. So I'll be able to spray 4-inch tall grass, 4 or 5-inch tall grass. There's a little bit on the tips here. As you see, the deflector tips, it's a larger droplet tip. What's nice about it is that you have less drift. So as you can see when I hit it, it's a coarser pattern. Not nearly as fine pattern as what the fan tip is. So you get less drift and less material floating where you don't want it. Of course, when you're spraying, you should only spray, ideally spray when there's no wind out or it's very still. They say up to 5-mile-an-hour winds. Not much more than 5-mile-an-hour winds should you be spraying to eliminate any drift or possibly spray going somewhere where you don't want it. All right, one thing to know about these units, when you pull a new one out, especially on these pumps, it takes a little bit for it to prime for the very first time. You start it up and it's a finer stream, it isn't full pressure. Just give it a little bit, let the pump catch itself up and fully prime, because they put some lubricants inside the unit and that lubricant's got to work its way through. So starting it up, give it a little bit of time to get put this one here fired up right away. So you can see this nozzle represents the clogged nozzle. You can see the pattern is not nicely fan shaped. To take care of that issue, just get it off, remove the nozzle body cap, tip comes out, there's a strainer inside there, make sure the strainer's clear, tip, knock it out, make sure it's clean and clear, go through it, I always do. Put the strainer back in, nozzle, set the fan so the tip is going flat. See, now we have to clear the tip, so we need the fan spray. Alright, there's a couple things about the pump I wanted to mention. The pump does what they call cycling, and when it's not getting too much restriction and wants to pump more fluid out than what you're allowed to come out your tips, you'll do what's called cycling. So if the flow is restricted, then you'll get the pump in. The pump hits and miss. Eliminate that, you open up your bypass, and you let some of the fluid by so you get a steady stream. So that's what they call when pumps cycle. That means you're not allowing enough product by to keep it running continuously. It shuts, the pressure builds up in the pump, it shuts itself off and it starts back up again. Most pumps are set up for several 100,000 cycles. Cycling's common. You'll have that in different applications. Won't necessarily ruin your pump instantly by having it cycle. It's due to set the cycle quite a few different times. So, this demo is set up as a real-world application to show you different issues, things to watch, check out on your unit when you buy a new unit, and get ready to use it. Last thing is when you get done using your unit, or I guess after you got done testing, you got everything cleaned out, everything working correctly with your unit, you just add your chemicals per the instructions of the chemical manufacturer, and you're off to go spray. When you're done spraying, in order to winterize, our suggestion is to use RV antifreeze. Basically put RV antifreeze in your tank, start your pumps up, turn your booms on, flushes through until you get RV antifreeze through. I like to put little catch cans on the tips, catch the antifreeze, and then do the spray gun, spray it into one of the little catch cans, and until it's completely throughout the system. Then take care of your antifreeze and drain your tank from there, and you can put it up for storage in the winter time. And you should start up great in the next spring. I guess this includes a quick reference to some of the issues and some of the things about the sprayers, how to set up, little things to look out for. Come back, we'll be having more videos, more details on specific applications, issues and stuff like that. Keep adding to our profile on YouTube and on our website. And that's Master Manufacturing. That's master-mfg.com. Thanks.